What's up guys, PBD here, and welcome to episode 118 of my road to Manchester City. A pretty big episode today because today might be the day we finally win Division 1 with the City team. And I know it's been a long time coming. We're like 30 years into FIFA 17 now, and I'm still yet to win Division 1 with the City team. And just win Division 1 in general. I haven't won Division 1 all year because I haven't really played it, to be honest. On my other account where I have whatever team I want, well, not whatever team I want, but where I don't have to restrict myself to playing with the City team, I haven't played Division 1 because I haven't really played that many divisions on that one, so I haven't gotten up there. And on this series, when we got to Division 1, we've only been playing with the City team, and I haven't played that much. We're now into our like 4th or 5th season, which is quite a lot at this point, but I haven't won it yet. I've struggled. I got relegated one time. I've held it a few times, and this is the closest we've gotten to winning Division 1. So, as you saw right there, we're into our final game of the season, and we need to win if we want the title. A draw or a loss will not be enough, and we won't get the title, obviously, if we don't do that. So, we have to win, and we go straight into a game, and we come across this. A full special card team, not exactly what I wanted to see going into a game in which I need to win. Just a really amazing team right over here. There isn't that many bad players in that team, if any at all, that I can think of. And by like bad players, I mean that, yeah, they have amazing cards, but they don't really fit what you want for FIFA 17. But no, this guy had players that do fit. He had a really strong team right there, as you saw. I think he had the SBC Philip Lahm card, which I heard is great. So, pretty terrifying team he has. The only thing I saw that I could have maybe exposed was the fact that he had Hummels in there, who has a high attacking work rate. But other than that, he just has a nasty team. And it didn't start off too great. Early on, he gets a penalty. I actually didn't tackle him there. That was an automatic tackle by the AI. So the fact that I gave away a penalty right there really annoyed me. Luckily, though, he missed the penalty, which I found a bit weird, and I kind of wondered if he missed it on purpose, because maybe he knew that was a bullshit tackle. But maybe he tried and he just missed. And I don't blame him because apparently the arrow only comes up a few times, obviously. So, and this is a division game, so there's a chance of it coming up, I think. Maybe he just didn't have the arrow and he just completely fluffed it. I don't know. But if he did do the right thing and missed it on purpose, props to him. It wouldn't really matter, though, because he does end up finding a goal right there not too long after that miss. However, in the 18th minute, De Bruyne, who hasn't really done much for me recently, does do something there as he gets himself a goal to level the game for us, which was important because it gave us a little bit of momentum and confidence that we needed against a good player and a good team to try and get the lead. And that we did. In the 37th minute, a great through ball to Fernandinho, who finishes it on his left foot, which I found pretty surprising because Fernandinho isn't exactly known for being a good shooter, and the fact that he scored with his weaker foot was even more surprising, but I was a fan of it. However, the lead wouldn't last because over here he sends a cross in to Christian Eriksen, who I've heard his team this season card is amazing, if not better than De Bruyne's. He scores right there from a cross, makes it 2-2, and with that we head into the half. All sides even, and I am a little bit nervous because this guy is a good player, like I said, a great team, and he is putting up a really good fight. We didn't have the lead, we came back though. We took the lead, and then he just brought it back to 2-2. So it was going to be a very tense second half, and I was a little bit nervous. As you saw right there from the stats, he had the better possession, but like I said, the game was very, very even. And it was really anybody's game at that point because we were just both creating the same amount of chances, pretty good defensively from both sides. And considering the players I have compared to his team, while I do have some amazing players, like I've said a million times before, they don't play that great. So I thought I was doing pretty well. However, right there, Bravo with a great save right there denies him his third goal. He tried to chip him, but Bravo did well right there to block the chip. And right after that, I said, yeah, we got to bring in some subs. We got to do something because we need a goal here. And obviously, we need to win. So we went ahead, switched formation, I think, to the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. I was hoping this would counter him a little bit more because I noticed that in the midfield, he was playing a little bit better than I was. And I thought it was kind of due to the formation since we had a more attacking formation in the 4-3-3-4, and he had the 4-3-1-2. So I went ahead, switched to the 4-1-2-1-2 now in hopes that it would match him. Also brought on Jesus as a sub right there. Hopefully his burst of pace would help us with a breakaway or something like that. And in the 73rd minute, he would pause it this time around. And I said, okay, this is a pretty important game. I have to take it serious. I got to see if he's bringing on anybody, if he's switching formation as well. Maybe he's doing that to counter what I went with. And I went ahead and also brought on Gundogan for Yaya Toure, who just wasn't doing anything. And honestly, I've played so many games already with this team. And Yaya Toure, he is just a complete waste of space in this team, man. He's got medium-low work rates. He's basically like a giant tank walking around the pitch. Walking, not running, walking, which is actually very similar to what he does in real life, but I feel like in real life he's more effective than he is in this game. But give Yaya Toure a free kick in this game, and good luck saving it if you're playing against someone that's good at taking free kicks, because I'm not exactly great at them, and I fluff my chances a lot. Whatever. 90th minute, I go all out attack in hopes of finding a goal because like I said, we needed a goal. We need to win this game. A tie is not good enough. And we go on the attack. He steals it from a good defensive play. And straight from that, goes on the counterattack. Scores a goal, which doesn't hurt me as much as other 90th minute goals do, because I knew that I had to go all out attack and that I was going to leave myself vulnerable. And I know we lost the game in the 90th minute, and that hurts all the time. But I knew that it was the right thing to do. I had to go out attack because I needed to win. So even if I lost, whatever, it didn't matter. I was going to still remain in the division. The important thing was to get a goal. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that. We came across a good player with a great team. And unfortunately, this wouldn't be the run in which we win Division 1 with the City team. But that does not mean I'm not going to keep trying. I've actually already started a new season. And I'm telling you guys right now, it's not going well. I'm 2-1-2, and one of those losses came from a disconnect that I got. And that really, really annoyed me. And not because I disconnected from FIFA, which is what happens to everybody, but because I rarely ever disconnect from FIFA. I think in this whole year of FIFA 17, I probably disconnected one other time. And I'm going to blame that on my internet provider, because I actually recently changed from one provider that you guys probably don't know, Fios, to Spectrum, and I wasn't a fan of the change, and that disconnect right there proves that I'm not a fan of it now. But it is what it is, right? Anyways, we went ahead and did the Luke Shaw SBC. He did end up winning that. And we also go ahead and vote for the next nominee. Oh, by the way, I sold Leroy Sané. I just showed you guys me selling him for 30,000 coins. I sold his man of the match card because we don't need it, obviously, since he got the footies card and we completed that SBC. We now have the Sané SBC in the team, so we don't need that man of match one. We ended up losing 30,000 coins, which just makes sense. Everything crashed during team of the season, and obviously we were going to lose coins on that Sané, who we bought way before team of the season, I think, anyways. So I'm not too fussed about that. The important thing is that we got 30 coins, right? So 30,000 coins. We also go ahead and do the marquee matchups over here. And man, the marquee matchups have been expensive recently, but that is primarily down to me having an empty club at this point. I really don't have that many cards that are in those high ratings that you need for the SBCs and the marquee matchups, because the marquee matchups have been requiring you to have like an 81 or 80 rated squad, and while that's not exactly the highest rating, obviously, it's still pretty expensive because a lot of people are doing the other SBCs, and the demand is very high, but the supply is not, because people are not opening packs, because why would they, right? Why would you open packs right now? And that's kind of a problem that I think EA should be addressing soon. Or maybe they won't, because they don't give a crap and the game is almost over. They're already releasing FIFA 18 stuff and it's essentially dead, but whatever, right? We also go ahead and send everything to the trade pile. That is consumables. We also go ahead and open up the 84 Team of the Week pack that we get for completing the marquee matchups. We don't get a walkout, but we do end up getting Naby Keita, who is rumored to be going to Liverpool. I'm not sure if he will, but I swear it's every day that I hear that this guy is going to go to Liverpool. But anyways, I was happy with the fact that we got him because he's a high rating and we can throw him into an SBC soon. He's also untrainable, so I don't feel bad about not selling him. And now that I think about it, he was actually in the team that we just lost to in Division 1. So another kick in the balls by EA. I appreciate that. Although the guy did have the team of the season version of Keita, not the inform, but still, he's a great player. And we're going to go ahead and play the Daily Knockout Tournament over here. And this Daily Knockout Tournament gave you a Scream card as a reward, I believe. And we're going to go ahead and play it with our Premier League team over here, because we played with this team in the Daily Knockout Tournament, but with the City team, we played in Division 1. So it gives me a chance to play with players that I actually enjoy playing with. And we come across the 4-2-3-1, and I was feeling positive this day when I played this game. And I said, you know what? I've had enough. I'm done. I've had enough of this goddamn formation. It scares me every time I play of it. I've had enough of it. I'm going to give the game of my life against this guy, and I'm not going to succumb to the fear of the 4-2-3-1. And that is exactly how it was looking like it was going to be, because early on we get ourselves a goal with Walcott. We almost score another goal over here with Fernandinho, as he can't get a grip with the ball right there. He can't control it. That's what I was looking for. But we gave this guy a really good game. He had a really nice team, very similar to the last guy. He also had a bunch of those end of an Era SBC cards in there. And the 4-2-3-1, which is a formation I really struggle against. I was giving it a good game. So we had the 1-0 lead going into the second half. However, in the 55th minute over here, Smalling with a terrible clearance right there. But that was mainly my fault, because he was off balance. I probably shouldn't have tried to clear it there. Anyways, it falls to Cavani, who you don't see in a lot of teams really. But he is so clinical. If you can play with a slow striker, because he's also physical too, so you don't have to worry about him being slow and weak. He's actually slow and strong, and he's very, very clinical. Get him in a League 1 team if you like League 1 teams for some reason. He is very, very clinical, and I've come across him a few times already where he just really annoys me because he's so good in the box and even outside the box sometimes. He did go on the attack right there. Great defending right there from Luke Shaw. Great debut for him in this final, because that was a 2v1 that easily could have been a second goal for our opponent. So very nice run right there from Luke Shaw to track back. And I went ahead and did some subs. Brought on Ousmane Dembele, also brought on Lacazette. And we were looking to grab the winner, and in the 88th minute, Ousmane Dembele, this guy, what can I say about him? He has just been the best sub I've had all year on FIFA 17. He's come up clutch in single matches, in FUT Champs games, in daily knockout games, just in everything you can think of. This guy has been an amazing sub for me, and the fact that he grabbed himself a second goal right there to win us the game in this final, I said to myself, yeah, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look into buying Ousmane Dembele's Team of the Season card, because I've heard it's a great card. I heard it's one of the best wingers in the game, and I just love his one to watch card. He's just been so great for me. Why not go ahead and upgrade to the Team of the Season? So that is something we will be doing, and I know obviously it doesn't really make sense because he's not a City player, but I want to get him for that team that we play with in the Daily Knockout Tournament, and we might as well, right? We have 1.4 million coins that we're not using for City players because there's no more City players, so why not just go ahead and have some fun, right? So I'm going to be looking to buy Ousmane's Team of the Season card, but that will be in the future. We're also going to go ahead and open up our Scream pack over here. We don't get who I wanted, but we still get a decent card that we're going to be able to throw into another SBC later on maybe, and that is Adoriz. The card I was actually looking for is Andrea Pirlo. Now you're probably wondering why I would want Andrea Pirlo's one to watch Scream card. Well, last year I did a squad builder called the City's Squad Builder, which was basically me playing with the best possible City team, Manchester City, the best New York City team, and the best Melbourne City team. Well, I'm trying to do that this year as well, and obviously Pirlo's best card this year on FIFA 17 for New York is his Scream card, so I want to get that card because I also love the design, to be honest. And I also wanted to go ahead and complete the Frank Lampard SBC because obviously that is the best card Lampard has had on FIFA 17 with the City badge, and that is exactly what we're going to go ahead and do. I know it's going to cost me a little bit, but I think it ended up costing me, let's see, so far 10k from what I'm seeing. I didn't actually have to spend that much. Never mind, I got it mixed up with another SBC that we're going to be doing. We didn't spend that much on Lampard. However, I did have to give up the Dembele Team the Group Stage card, one of our red cards, and 3 of the cards that we won from those daily knockout tournaments. And it kind of hurt me a little bit because I like keeping those cards because they're kind of like collectibles. But then I thought about it, I'm never going to use these cards. Whereas Lampard I will be using, so let's go ahead and do it. And we got ourselves Big Frank Lampard, who had a small amount of playing time at City before he went to New York. And the probably the funniest and best moment I can remember of Lampard at his short time at City was him scoring against Chelsea. God, I love that moment. Chelsea fans, not so much, but I loved that moment. Anyways, we go ahead and do the Lampard SBC. We're also looking to buy some cards over here. Who are we buying? Oh, Walker. We're going to go ahead and sign Kyle Walker because, like I said, I finished that season in Division 1. We lost. We didn't get the title, and I was pumped to get into the next season and see if we can win it because we were so close that I felt that it was definitely possible that with some improvements in the team, we would be able to do that. And that improvement is, one of those improvements at least, is going to be Kyle Walker at right back instead of Sanya. And obviously Walker is an elite player, well, an elite gold player in this game for your default Premier League team. So having him in the City squad is just absolutely great. And speaking of Walker, he actually played his first game already for City, and that was against... Wait, was that against... No, he played against United, in which we lost. But he also played against Real Madrid, in which we won. 4-1. What a game. Man, we're so good. We're going to win the Champions League. Watch out, Real Madrid. Watch out, Barcelona. And watch out, Bayern. We are Champions League contenders. Obviously, I'm joking about that. But I feel like we can do better this year than we did last year, especially with all the money we've spent. Anyways, we went ahead and completed the Raheem Sterling SBC because he did end up winning, and now we have ourselves a Footies Sterling and a Footies Sane for the team, and that is the other improvement that I was looking for the team. So we're actually going to go ahead and take a look at how the team is looking right now, and that is going to conclude this episode of my road to Manchester City. So we got Sterling on the left. I will be playing him on the left, and Sane on the right. However, in game I will be pausing it and swapping them because obviously shooting across body this year is so much better. We're also going to add Walker to the team, and that is actually how the team is going to be looking. I'm dropping the 4-3-3-4 despite it giving us our best season in Division 4. I felt like it was in Division 1. I felt like it was way too attacking, and it left me a little bit vulnerable at the back. So we're going to switch back to the 4-3-2-1, which is a formation I'm very comfortable with. However, we're going to be dropping De Bruyne, which is something I'm not too fond of just yet, especially since I told you guys I'm 2-1-2 in this new season, because obviously he's one of the best cards we have in this team. However, I don't really feel he's that good at center mid, and I've said that in the past. But I think I will be switching formation in game a lot because I do come across other formations that the 4-3-2-1 just doesn't work with. So I think De Bruyne will be playing cam more often than you probably think. So don't be too worried about that. Gundogan gets to start. Not a fan of his card. Him and Yaya, I swear to God, man, I just hate their cards in this game. They're so useless, man. They're like missing half the time. God, whatever. It is what it is. We're going to win Division 1 with this team. Mark my words. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of my road to Manchester City. A little bit of a long one for you guys this week, and that is mainly because I missed out on a couple of uploads, but it's just been so stressful recently. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is PPD, and I'm out.